All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. It's a new week. It's a new day. I got a new haircut. So happy Monday to everybody. Thanks for tuning in to watch. This is the Wise Lending stream, the time where we talk about DeFi, we talk about the markets, we hang out as a community, and we talk about how we can maximize the yield that we're making in decentralized finance. So first of all, about Wise Lending, in case you are new, Wise Lending is revolutionizing DeFi by empowering capital efficiency and yield optimization. What does that mean? Well, it means that we're the most capital efficient platform in all of DeFi. We have 100% capital efficiency. So most DeFi lending platforms, whether they're the traditional lending platforms like Aave, Compound, etc., they are servicing the lenders, not really the borrowers. And so they don't have very good APY because they're not servicing the borrowers. There's not a huge demand to borrow on those platforms. Then on the other side of things, you've got the yield aggregators, and these guys are servicing the borrowers, not really the lenders. They've got curated strategies that allow borrowers to capture some type of yield that's available in the markets. And they do that very, very well, but there's nothing really there for lenders. They're not really catering towards lenders, and that's why they struggle to get a bunch of TVL on their platform. So Wise Lending is both of these types of platforms. It is at its core a regular lend borrow platform like Aave, and it has a yield aggregator basically built into the entire system so that there's always high borrow APY. And you guys know that if you come to our platform, you can see that for yourself. You can see you got the first page here, just like a regular lend borrow platform. And then we have our yield aggregator page, which is basically power farms. These are curated strategies that allow borrowers to capture arbitrage in the market when there's arbitrage available. And now, if you notice from last Friday, we actually did have a chance to launch our new pools. So our new USDE pools are ready. They are good to go. And you can see that there's 93 days left on these pools. So you've got over 3 months to actually participate in these. And so you can simply come here, simply use, USDC from your wallet. In this case, you can max it out at 15x leverage, where you're going to be borrowing some of what's available in the pool, and you'll be earning over a period of 93 days left in this pool, and currently a net APY of 91%. That's really, really good. Now, a couple things to look for here with the power farms. First of all, these are great opportunities, especially since we just launched this new pool, to get in now rather than waiting longer. Because if you wait longer, there's going to be less amount of days, and then the opportunity is less good because you have less days to earn. There is some slippage involved with leveraging these pools. So that means you're paying a little bit upfront in slippage to be able to just participate in these pools with leverage. And so it'll take a few days to be able to recoup that APY or to recoup that principal that's being lost in slippage upfront. But with 93 days, you could expect that over half of that, you're going to be earning the high APY that you get to take home, where the first month, maybe month and a half, is going to be recouping those fees. So exactly how much are those fees? Right now, they're low because we're not charging any additional fee to use the service. And Pendle itself has reduced their fees too. So the previous pool, it was like 1% fees. And then that gets, multiplied because we're using leverage. Now it's 0.1% fees on Pendle. So first of all, understand we're not charging anything extra on these power farms. This is simply using Pendle. And so any fees and slippage that are involved, you would get the same exact thing. By participating in Pendle, it's just if you go, dump USDC or ETH on Pendle right now, you can't do it with leverage, whereas you can do it with leverage on our platform. So right now, the total fees come out to about 2.5%, but that's going in, and you're also going to experience a little bit of that when you come out as well. So maximum about 5% in fees right now. And at 97% APY, I mean, we could just do the math right now. 97% APY divided by 12. So we can see that you admit that at 97% APY, you're making 8% per month. So at this rate, going into this USDC pool, you would be earning like you'd be earning before the end of the month, basically, because like right now is August, so you would start to be in the green about halfway through September, and then you would still have an extra 2.5 months left to be able to keep on earning at higher APY. So you just got to understand how these pools work and understand that in order to maximize your returns, you want to leave it in there like from beginning to end. So the full 93 days. Now, our other pools, some of you guys may have already been participating in our previous pool, and that one ends in 2 days. And so I'm actually waiting until that ends, because the money that I pull out from there, I want to use in re-up it in the new pool. But I don't want to pull it out early because it's still earning, and I've already paid the slippage, and I'm already in. I don't want to waste an extra 2 days of earning, especially because some people may have already exited the pool early. Well, all the fees and the rewards is now going to be concentrated on a smaller number of people too. So the APY will go up at the end. You can check it now. I think the USDC pool is like 170% APY this morning. I was like, wow, some people exited the pool early and they're missing out on the last couple days of APY. So yeah. So that's good to go. Now all we have to do is get our next Ethereum pool ready. So first of all, right now there's only 30 days left in our EtherFi pool. So not really worth it, because you will be paying some fees, and you're not gonna it's gonna be iffy whether you can recoup those fees within 30 days or not. Best to wait for the new one, and the new one isn't out yet. So if we go over to Pendle, you can see that this is the EtherFi pool we're using. There's currently $29 million in it, which, by the way, in case you guys are wondering, hey, if we get millions and millions onto our platform, is the rewards, are the fees going to be diluted? No, absolutely not. Pendle has $7 billion of TVL, and just in this pool that we're using, they have 29 million TVL in this EtherFi pool that we're using. So, and this wouldn't matter if it was like 100 million ETH or even a billion ETH, because this is real yield. It's real yield coming directly from the source. So I also have this other pool starred right here, UniETH. So this is the Bedrock pool. This is also a really good protocol, and our team has been looking into it. They don't have a Chainlink Oracle, but we can use the Camelot TWAP. And these guys also have redeems activated. So that's saying that you can always swap UniETH for the underlying ETH with their contract. So they have redeems enabled, just like EtherFi does. And look, there's already 6.5 million here. Their APY is 7.9%, which is almost double what the EtherFi is right now. And they've got 121 days left. So no promises, but if everything goes well, we'll be able to launch this pool this week if we can. And then, it would be really great to have that going, because we just got a bunch of ETH deposited into our platform. We've got 89 ETH. We've got 40% of that's not borrowed right now, and that's just because there's only a little bit of time left on our pool. It would be great to launch that other pool so that we can get some people using some power farms, get this APY back up to 8-10% if we're talking about including the extra points as well. So you'll also notice that even though the USDC base APY is low right now, you're actually getting an extra 10% APY from the Sats points. So that's something to take into account as well. So we've never gone under 10% APY since we have launched our stablecoin pools on our platform, and that's kind of unprecedented. That's no matter where the market's taken us, we've always had at least above a 10% APY. All right. So let's actually take a look at the markets. And I'm currently not in any longs or shorts because, as I told you last week, that I was able to capture this move, a very nice long. I got out at, what was it, 64, somewhere above 64 is like 64,300, somewhere in this wick, and I was expecting a pullback. And now yesterday we had this nice little run up, and I wonder like who FOMO'd in there thinking that was going to reach, higher highs, but no, it just basically retook the wick and then immediately crashed back down and then started retracing. So I've just been holding the cards in my hands because, fully expecting a retrace. It didn't have to retrace. Sometimes when markets are extremely bullish, they will not retrace at all. They'll just consolidate and then zoom back up again. But we are getting our retrace now. So to me, the question is, does it retrace half of this vector candle, or does it retrace the full thing? Half of it would be at about 62,775, about 62,800. And then the full thing would be, if we hit into this 50 EMA on the 4-hour or the 100 EMA all the way down here. So I am still very bullish about the market. I don't think anything has changed there. I am expecting this to find strong support soon. And then, oh, I lost my lights. There we go. I am expecting this to find strong support and then next stop 66K, and I do fully expect us to break out and be somewhere between 70,000 and 85,000 by the 18th of next month, which is October, because that's based off the news of the Fed's expected rate cuts. So that's my general thoughts on the market. I do have order sets in this candle right here. And once again, my risk versus reward is very good because I know that if it completely violates these moving averages, that I could get out at around the 60, 59K region without that much loss because I've gotten in at a good entry points. So at this point, like I could even, I would even weather a wick down to like 59,500 and still think that we'd be okay as long as it, quickly recovers from there. But I don't think that's going to happen. I do think we are going to find support here very soon. And then, continue up from there. And now, in case I didn't say it already, of course, none of this is financial advice. This is my no strings attached opinion. So I'm somebody who likes to trade, does trade a lot. Like I do a high volume in trading. And I've been studying trading for years and years, and I'm not selling a course or anything. So this is a benefit for you guys because there's no agenda here. This is just, to add quality to the stream. And my agenda is promoting wise lending and showing you guys how to, use DeFi in order to, like, as a crypto bank account and earn the best yield you can possibly earn and become a referrer for wise lending and tell other people about it too. So that's where my agenda lies. This is more like a hobby for me. I'm never going to make like a trading group that does anything, paid or, that's going to require money to be able to do it. This is just something as a bonus that I want to give to you guys. If you find it valuable, good. If you don't, then that's perfectly fine too. So let's go over to the chat, and we see that, oh, we got the Wise official account, says booyah. What's up, dude? I know who that is. Blue Phone Booth says, nice haircut, Admiral. Glad Wise LP didn't get a haircut. Yeah, absolutely. LP is still very strong. Let's see what it is right now. You can click on here. By the way, there's a lot of nice touches on our UI. And one of the touches that I really like is the hover over the our logo owl that's dark blue, and it turns a little bit light blue, and then you click it and then it goes back to our homepage. So that's a little touch that I really enjoy. Looks like we have 165 million in Wise Ethereum liquidity. So yep, no haircut on the LP and no haircut on our TVL. So we've got 331K. It'd be nice to see this at 350K, or it'd be amazing if we could see it over 400K this week as well. I know of some people that are, gathering money to put on Wise Lending. I'm not sure exactly when they will do that, but I'm happy to see this going up, week over week over week. And this is what it's going to take. I think it's going to take live streaming every day. I think it's going to take, building the community, teaching people how to use the platform, the benefits of using the platform. It's going to, definitely some people need to become power referrers. And I definitely think there's some more work we can do on the referral page to kind of show people exactly what they could earn. Because right now it's just points, and it's like, okay, well, I don't know how much referral points are worth. But just to let you know, right now, 100% of the fees that are being created by the platform are going back to referrers. There isn't enough yet that it would be worth it to scrape and give to referrers yet. But just so you know that, for the next several months, this entire platform is dedicated to referrers, and all the money is going back to referrers. So you can definitely make a quick buck by inviting your friends and family onto the platform and teaching them how to deposit funds. We do have this nice little buy crypto button here. And Josh was asking me, and some of you guys may not realize, this is actually a fiat on-ramp and a fiat off-ramp. You can use this to put crypto and convert it into fiat and get it back into your bank account as US dollars too. So you do have to KYC. This service you can use in the US. You do have to, do the same thing you would have to do if you were signing up to like crypto.com or a Coinbase account, where, they do have to confirm your identity, but it is a nice, handy little service to be able to either get money into crypto or cash money out of crypto with the lowest amount of fees possible for a crypto on-ramp. All right. Yeah. I love to see the comments from X. We've actually been getting more views on X than we have on YouTube, so that's really cool. Blue Phone Boost says, why won't Aave put some of their TVL in Wise Lending, since their TVL is just sitting there and doing nothing and not performing? Then we have a fully symbiotic relationship. I mean, Aave doesn't know about us or care about us at this point, and they have $20 billion deposited. They like, their whole thing is safety as a brand, right? They're one of the earliest, and people perceive them as safe. We talked about how they're not as safe as they could be. Like, they still use proxy upgradable contracts, but we trust the team, and there might be systems in place there that help with that too. Plus, they have a massive treasury, and even when they have had some exploits and hacks where they've created bad debt, they've always paid that back from their treasury. So we do trust them a lot. They do have like $50 million in their treasury on chain, and so we do trust them a lot. But they're not going to use our front end. Like, they're not looking to increase their APY. That's not something that they care about. They're providing a service for lenders, and they really aren't trying to attack the borrowing side of the market like we are. They have pivoted to SocialFi. So they are now pretty much solely focused on Lens Protocol. Lens Protocol is like a clone of Farcaster. It's like a competitor to X, Twitter. And so they're really pivoting hard into that SocialFi aspect. It's been a while since they've done anything to improve their lending platform, besides like launching a stable coin, which wasn't great, wasn't amazing. Any chance to get anytime soon other blue chips like Link available and deposit on the protocol? I have someone Aave and can't wait to leave the protocol and get a better rate in Wise. Well, okay, so we could add Link as a deposit right here, but there's no power farms for Link. Like, if you go to Pendle, there's no power farms for Link. So there wouldn't necessarily be like a high rate of APY for depositing Link, because there's not really a demand. Because I'm not aware of any yield sources on Link, right? If there are yield sources on Link, then they would be on Pendle by now, and then there would be a reason like that we could actually launch a power farm for Link. Right now, the only reason to borrow Link would be like to short it, right? Like you'd borrow it, sell it if you think it's going down, and then you buy it back when it's cheaper and then pay back your loan and pocket the difference. So I can't really think of another reason why somebody would want to borrow Link, especially if you think it's going to go up, because borrowing is essentially shorting it. Unless you're staying in the asset. Like our power farms are single asset, right? You're borrowing ETH, yes, but you're not selling it. You're just converting it into a different variant of ETH, like EtherFi ETH, and then you're yield farming on it. Our USDC, yeah, you are selling USDC, selling Tether, selling DAI, but it gets converted into another stable coin. So you're not really selling it, you're not really shorting it, because you expect these all to be pegged to $1. But if we did Link, I mean, there's no yield that I know of on Link. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. If there's like some type of staking, maybe we can look into it. But yeah, great questions, guys. We have a few more minutes left, so let me know what you guys are curious about, what you guys want to know more of, and especially talking about the Wise Lending protocol and what you guys would like to see. So I just wanted to point out that we do have our latest power farm live, like I shared at the beginning of the stream, and we are looking into hopefully getting Bedrock as a replacement for this farm. If that doesn't work, if there's like something that comes up with Bedrock, then of course the new EtherFi farm, we should be seeing that in like a few weeks. And then we'll definitely launch that one too. Now, if we do the Bedrock, then we would hold off on launching the new EtherFi farm, because we wouldn't want to launch an EtherFi farm that's like 5% APY when we got Bedrock that's like 8% APY, because then anybody who is using EtherFi, then they're going to go into negative net APY because people are borrowing it at a higher rate. So that's how that stuff works. All right. Looks like we don't have any more questions, so we're going to go ahead and end it there. Just to remind you guys, I am streaming every single weekday this week, so Monday through Friday. This is our 3rd week now, and we're going strong, and I intend to keep it up. So thank you very much for the support. Thanks for coming out. Don't forget to say hi in the next stream, and if you're seeing this in video format on YouTube, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So thank you guys. Have a good one, and